So we're finished with this coloured yarn, and we can cut the yarn here, and we're going to finish off. And we're finished with the 6.5mm hook too, so we can put this yarn aside and that hook aside, and now we'll be using our 6mm hook, and I'll be using the Fruit Punch yarn, and we'll be joining this yarn into the same space where we just finished off, so just in there. I'm just going to make a slip stitch to join this yarn in. So for this round we'll be working over those 2 yarn tails, and we'll be working into just the back loops of each stitch. But for this, where we've just joined into, we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch. Make sure your yarn tails are over your hook so you can work over them and work them into the work, so you don't have to sew them in later. So into each back loop of each stitch, you're going to do a single crochet stitch, working over the yarn tails. So that's all you'll be doing on this round. So continue making your single crochet stitches, just 1 single crochet stitch into each back loop of each stitch around, and I'll see you at the end. I'm up towards the end of round 19, and I've just made my last single crochet stitch into the back loop of this stitch here, and there's our join from the previous round, and there's our chain 1, chain 2. Now we want to join into this first single crochet stitch by making a slip stitch, and that joins round 19, and that's what it looks like. Now for round 20, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch into the same space there as the chain 1, into the same stitch underneath that chain 1 there. So there's our first single crochet stitch, and now we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around, and we're working in under both loops of the stitches. So 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch right around to the end, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. I'm up towards the end of round 20, and I've just made my last single crochet stitch into this last stitch here, and there you'll see the join, the chain 1, and there's our first single crochet stitch that we made on this round, and we want to join into that one and make a slip stitch. And that ends round 20, and this is what it's looking like now. So for rounds 21 to 22, you'll need to repeat round 20. So I'll see you at the end of round 22. Okay, so I've just finished round 22 and we're up to round 23. So for round 23 we'll chain 1 and then we'll do 1 single crochet into the same space as the join, and we're only working in back loops for this round. So into the back loop there, just making a single crochet. And then for each and every stitch around, do a single crochet into the back loop of each stitch. And that's all you'll be doing for this round. So I'll let you continue on making your single crochet stitches into the back loop of each stitch, and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm up towards the end of round 23 and I've just made my last single crochet stitch into the back loop of this last stitch here. There's our join, there's our chain 1, and this is the first single crochet stitch we made on this round, and we want to join into that stitch with a slip stitch to finish round 23. Now for round 24 we're going to chain 1 and we'll do a single crochet stitch into the same space here as the chain 1. And then we're going to do a single crochet stitch into each stitch around, and we're working under both loops of each stitch for this round. So 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around, right around to the end. So I'll let you continue on and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm up towards the end of round 24. I've made my last single crochet stitch into the last stitch here. There's our join from the previous round. That was our chain 1 at the start of this round, and that's the first single crochet stitch we made on this round. So we want to join into that first single crochet stitch by making a slip stitch, and that completes round 24. And this is what it's looking like now. So for rounds 25 and 26 you'll repeat round 24, and I'll see you at the end of round 26. I've just completed round 26, so now we're ready to finish off. So you can cut your yarn now. And finish off. Now with your yarn needle you'll weave these yarn tails into the back of your work, so just weave it in down through there, and with the one in the center in the middle here, with your yarn needle just weave it in around there to tighten that up. And once you've done that, this is what your slouchy beanie will look like. It'll look very big, and that's okay. That's what it's supposed to look like. So that's what it looks like off the head. And this is what it looks like when it's on the head. So once you've finished your slouchy beanie, if you'd like to share a photo, then feel free to do so on the Crochet Hook Shoe Facebook page.